Hi folks, Steven Seppinni here, and I'm very privileged because the person behind the camera filming me right now is none other than Lieutenant Colonel Waldo Waldman, who's an F-16 fighter pilot. He's currently in the reserves. Is it the reserves for fighter pilots?
Yeah, Air Force Reserve, sir.
So you're Air Force Reserves. And you flew 65 combat missions, right?
You got it.
So the reason the camera, and it's a handheld camera, is very steady is because as an F-16 fighter pilot, your hands need to be pretty steady, don't they, Lieutenant Colonel?
You got it.
You got it. I like it.
You're very perceptive, Steve.
Okay, so Lieutenant Colonel, we may have to work on your interviewing skills a little bit here.
Yes, we do, yes. Nice smile, by the way.
So thank you. So you have a New York Times best-selling book. What is it?
It's called Never Fly Solo.
Never Fly Solo. So in an F-16, you're sitting there solo for maybe 5-6 hours in a cockpit, on missions, and 65 flight missions. I'm sure you engage the enemy on multiple occasions or how to take out strategic targets.
Right.
And you were probably shot at a few times as well.
Right.
Was that correct?
Yes, sir.
So in life, a lot of times people feel like they have to fly solo in their life and their business, and they get shot at in different ways, meaning their job is taken away from them, their spouse all of a sudden tells them one day, hey, I want a divorce, and
Right.
It came out of left field, right? So what advice would you give people based on your experience as a combat fighter pilot in your book, Never Fly Solo?
Well, like I mentioned, and we spoke about this before, the missiles are coming. You said the economy, health,
Yes.
relationships.
Yes.
It's a fact of life. And to acknowledge the fact that the missiles are coming, we can't afford to get shot down. We have to be willing to get shot at. And imagine every time I flew, Steve, yeah. but like, let's think about it. We all have to take risks, and
Yes.
if we're just going to live our lives in our comfort zones and not be willing to take a risk and get shot at, we can't step out of our comfort zones and grow. That's where our growth is. So one of the most important things to realize, and the key to success, I believe, is this thing: the ability to ask for help. When we flew, you hit it on the head. I was flying alone in my cockpit, but I wasn't flying solo. And to call out Mayday to our wingmen, that's the wingman's call to action. They trusted me, I trusted them, and we were mission focused, and we took care of each other.
So for all the people out there that right now say, Lieutenant Colonel, I'm calling out a Mayday, and I need to find out more about this book, more about your philosophy, and more how to incorporate this so I can have a better life. Where do they find your book?
The website is yourwingman.com, and on the homepage you can actually get a link directly to Never Fly Solo, which is on Amazon. And then there's a Contact Waldo page. Drop me a note. There's a lot of great information in the blog about adversity and courage and how we plan our missions and build relationships. The key to life is not our philosophy as much as it is our actions.
Okay, so it's yourwingman.com, right?
Perfect.
Like that, right? It's almost like a martial arts movie. Yourwingman.com.
Nice.
Okay, Steven Seppinni, signing off for now.
Sensei.